Alright, hello everybody, welcome back. Um, but getting to revisit, not just this game, but Haunting Ground, well, revisiting Haunting Ground's kind of a loose term, because I revisit Haunting Ground a lot, but revisiting this and Spyro in particular, it's interesting to watch how the viewers, react to me coming back and playing these games. Because I've been gone so long, and it's not just a celebration of 7 years, it's a celebration of I'm returned and I am doing this not full-time. I'm doing this not even the way I used to. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's celebrating the return as much as the 7 years, because I was not the most active and I didn't, but what I love seeing, and I wish more people commented than they do, that's probably the one thing that I wish would happen, would be more comments, but to watch everybody react and be like, oh, I remember when I was little and I was watching you, and it blows my mind that 10-year-olds were watching me back in 2008, and now they're 17, 18, and they're still here and they're still enjoying the content. That says a lot to me, and it means a lot to me, and I've watched the evolution of Let's Playing on YouTube, and I'm kind of still stuck in the past, and I have so many plans and I have so many ideas and on how I want to do this and what way I'm gonna do it, and it's just it like blows my mind, just the amount of support in the comments and the amount of I remember when you did this game. I remember, and the reactions to the challenges are great. I don't know that I've received as much reaction about this one, but in particular, Nasty Nort's Curse. People are like, this is so cool. I've had this kind of idea rolling in my head too. It's nice to see somebody actually do it. And just the comments that are, I'm glad to see that you're back. I am glad to see that what you're doing, because, and I think this is the penultimate of my entire channel, is that I have always been pretty multi-genre, because when I was talking about doing this 7-year special, somebody said that I should do a game that's not within my usual genres, and I kind of batted my eyes and I was like, okay, can you give me an example? Because I was racking my brain trying to figure out what isn't my usual genre, what is, because I do platformers, I do RPGs, occasionally I do an action game. Oh, hey, he's in the red.
Yes.
There's all these different games that I've done and type of games that I've done, and, it's a completely different experience on the other side, where I'm watching you all react to my return and seeing the way that the specials were received, the fact that they were all received so well. And what I mean by that is that everybody enjoyed the idea of all the different games. Yeah, you're getting 1 episode a week, but you know what day your episode's gonna come out. Like, if you don't like Haunting Ground and Racketeer and stuff, but you like Tulip and, let's say, this, you know that, hey, on Mondays and Thursdays I can watch, there'll be videos for me. And I know there are some people who watch all of my content, or a lot of it. And what blows my mind even more is because when I was first starting out, and several times afterwards, I had so many audio fuck-ups, so many audio failures, just all these audio or technical failures, and people still watched anyway. My channel still grew anyway. It didn't matter. It didn't matter to you guys. You were there for the content. And I don't know if that says a lot about me as a creator or what. Because that Sonic Adventure 2 playthrough, oh my god. So bad. So bad. Like that. You know, and you know, the playthroughs that I am the least proud of, you guys are like, I don't see what's wrong with it. And I think another part of it is that I got so wrapped up into, you know, the 100%ing, and not for the sake that I wanted to 100% it, like just for the sake I felt like I had to. For example, with Devil May Cry, the Devil May Cry series, I haven't 100%ed that even close. Even Resident Evil 4, I technically haven't 100%ed because I haven't gone through pro mode. I don't even know if I have that save anymore because I've moved so many times now that I may have lost the memory card. And I got so wrapped up in very specific things like good quality and good audio, which is important. Yeah, it is important. I'm not going to deny that it's important because it is, or I'm not going to try and say it isn't important because it is. Because if a person can't understand you, then, or you know, your content, like understand you talking over your game, then what's the point of it being an LP if they're having to strain to listen to you? Or there's so many audio glitches, or there's the volume keeps going up and down on the audio for your voice, you know. I'm rambling at this point, but the point is that, you know, I myself am revisiting my past, and I'm getting to take you on for the ride. Because for me, this is revisiting when I first started LPing. And I don't know, I'm sure I have in the 2,000 videos that I've done, but when I first started out, I was so excited. Nobody can tell you, like, how excited I was. And I wouldn't have been doing stuff in 2008 if it weren't for my mom and my dad sitting there and getting me set up and getting me the equipment and, you know, getting me raring and ready to go and giving me the ability to record. Yes. They started me out. So you should thank Mama Cat and Daddy Cat, because they are the true heroes of the age that got me started. And now after 2011, my life got so hectic and so crazy that I couldn't even dream of recording. Like, too much was happening. Clara can tell you too much was happening. Just go bug her on Twitter. She can tell you so much was happening at the time that there was not time to even think about recording. And she and I tried. It was not you know, because at one point she lived with me. And she and I tried to record, and it wouldn't happen. Too much was going on. And then I moved in with boyfriend back last year, back in April of last year. I moved in with boyfriend, and you know, he encouraged me to record. He's like, what do you need? Let me know what you need, and I will find a way to get it for you. And we couldn't afford a capture card at the time, so he got me fraps. And he said, here's my laptop, if you need it, you know, use it. And that's when I started trying to do Claire and Racketeer and all that. And, you know, he was very supportive. Well, then I moved to Arizona to help out someone who ended up in the end not appreciating my help. I'm not going to go into that because it's just stupid drama. But boyfriend is still right behind. When I started doing World of Goo, was when he was right behind me. He said, you can do this, you have my laptop, just do it. You know, he Shia LaBeouf'd me. And then Possum Fox came down at about the same time that I started doing World of Goo, and she was like, just do it. And she runs, you know, she runs a channel, and she knows between life and stuff how hard it can be. But she, you know, and between her and boyfriend, I had support again, which I had lost. I had lost support from the people around me. It wasn't that I had lost support from the people around me, and so I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't feel like I could do you guys justice, for starters. And, you know, to come full circle in that journey and be here now with an amazing capture card and support all around me, and even drive, not just from the people around me, but from you guys, from the viewers. You guys are sitting there right behind me going, yeah, do it. You know, and the comments make it all worthwhile. Like, I wish more people commented, as I've said before, because it's amazing to hear what you all have to say. And again, it motivates me, and I have plans and I have ideas on the type of content and how much content will be coming. Like I said, right now I'm more focused on trying to finish what I've started, in a way. But stuff that's going to take a while, like for example the Final Fantasy VIII Draw Challenge, that's right now on hold because I lost my paper guide. And to do that challenge, I really need that paper guide that I can just flip through while I'm playing. Or somebody whispering in my ear what to do next. You know, the Kuan-san was very good about that. But, you know, and then there's the whole, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, there's Claire, which, don't even get me started on Claire. Claire is a whole nother box of things. You know, there's Claire, there's Fatal Frame 2, and there's, what's it? Ape Escape. And there's World of Goo, but I actually have the main thing of World of Goo done. I just need to release it, for starters, and, you know, the main thing about World of Goo is the OCDs. The OCDs are ridiculous. You don't even want to know. Like, there's one that I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. But I'm not worried about it. I think if I complete at least one playthrough of a game, that will suffice for me. Because, like, in Threads of Fate, I didn't do everything either. But if somebody came to me and they said, hey, can you do this? If you emailed me about an LP that I did and be like, hey, can you do this with it? Because I've gotten several emails about doing Chris on Remake. And I can't right now, obviously, but that's a thing that I intend to do. And like I've got a bunch of stuff that I need to fix and get ready because like I have a backloggery. I don't know if anybody's heard of that, but I haven't been paying attention to my backloggery for a while now, and I've got all these new games and all this other stuff, and I just haven't paid attention to any of it because I've been too wrapped up in everything else going on. Like I don't even remember what the last game I added on there was, and I bought a bunch of games. Like I've gotten a bunch of games since then. I play right now. I know for as far as my personal gaming, like I've got Rayman Legends, which I don't think I'd ever do a playthrough of on my channel. I just don't. It's not one of those games that I've considered, considering the rest of the many other games in my library. But balls, I forgot where I was going with that. The idea of, yeah, Rayman Legends is a game I'm playing that I don't intend to play for my channel. Handheld stuff I just can't do. It's, you know, I would have to emulate it, and as I have said many times before, for me personally, doing console LPs is a lot easier than doing PC ones, which is a lot of the reason why 90% of my not finished stuff is PC stuff. I haven't even started working again on Fatal Frame 2 and Ape Escape. I have the saves for them. I just have to do it! And I know I need to set aside time for that soon, just because I know when Fiona the Drunk is going to end, and I know when Nasty Nork's Curse is going to end, but I'm trying to catch up as far as for this one, because I'm not even ready for this to even keep up with when Nasty Nork's Curse is going to end, because yeah, I'm not even there with that. So until I can get at least up to Nasty Nork's Curse done, then I need to focus on this. And Tulip I haven't finished either, which I'm relatively kind of sort of close on that one. Kind of sort of. I've played well over half of the game. I just have to not be stupid, pretty much. See, I want to be reckless, but at the same time I know better. I'm like, just be patient. Just be patient. He's in the red. He's almost dead. You just gotta be patient. The patience is the name of this challenge. To be honest, you know, I'm having to come up with topics on the fly, because it's not like I can ask you guys for topics. Actually, I could go to Twitter and be like, hey, I'm doing Legend of the Dragoon, I need shit to talk about. Tweet me some stuff to talk about. You know. But my Twitter's been unusually inactive lately, so we'll see. You know. Because the boss fights in this, you know, there's only so much you can say. But I used to be the queen of bullshitting my way through stuff, so... do it! Just do it! I'm gonna regret this here in a minute. Gonna regret it. Because he's not dead. If he attacks me twice, I'm gonna be really upset. Hey! If I wait until he goes on ahead and does one round of attacking me twice, maybe I can attack him a little quicker. Because, like, I bet this one he'll attack me twice. No? Okay. I'm wrong. I got Tiny Kitty sleeping next to me. She's like, I'm being cute. I'm being cute. I'm gonna go ahead and guard this round and then attack next round. Yeah, you're being a cute girl. But yeah, so you got to reminisce with me for a little bit. And it's really hard because, you know, one of the rules that most people go by in LPing is that they don't talk about their future projects because they don't want to get their fans' hopes up and then fail miserably. I have been really bad about that ever since I began. I will talk and talk and talk and talk about what I want to do. And it's very funny to watch how I've changed under different influences, because now, you know, I had people that supported me, but it was an odd sensation of support, not support. I don't know if you've ever encountered that, where people will support you to your face, but they're not really supporting you. They're just doing it to try and make you feel better, and that's not how they actually feel. I had that happen to me relatively recently, and, you know, none of those people and I talk anymore. So but they were doing support, not sport. They would say to my face they were supporting me, but the minute I had something actually truly awful happen, they withdrew that support. I mean, it's kind of difficult to talk about because it gets a little personal, but I recently found out, on top of having vitamin D deficiency, I found out I was bipolar, which explains a lot of stuff, but, you know, I had the people closest to me say that they didn't believe me and all this other stuff, and dealing with mental illness is hard, and I understand that, because, you know, I've had to deal with that before. I've had to deal with people with mental illness, and all I could, you know, sometimes it's a hard line because you can't blame the illness for everything, but choosing to go into, you know, you can't blame the illness for everything. You can't blame the illness for being an asshole. But when mental illness goes untreated for such a long time, and there's a stigma attached to being treated, eventually, you know, the person will have a bout of severe, you know, yes, they'll have an episode of either, like, for me personally, what happens with me is I will get into these moods where I think I can do everything and I'm invincible, and I can go and go and go, and I don't have to stop for anything, and I can do 20 billion projects at once and be fine. Not that what I'm doing now is 20 billion projects, but what I mean is, like, I can do everything for my gaming channel, and I can, you know, clean my whole house, and I can just completely do more than I'm actually capable of. And I won't recognize that I'm not capable. And then I will crash out and go into the depression stage of it, and I won't be able to do anything. All of these things that I have built up around me that I'm ready to do all of a sudden become the hardest things to do. You know, Now I'm on medicine and that helps, you know, but I'm still gonna have episodes like that for the rest of my life, and I have to try and recognize and fight it. And the worst thing is when you have a mental illness and you're trying your hardest and it's not recognized, and then everybody's that you know basically spits in your face. That's the hardest thing. I know, I just got real. I just got real on everybody. Sorry. I know that's a really depressing topic, but, you know, as human beings, we overcome adversity. That's just how we are. And the more adversity someone is put through, the more that they grow and the more that they can overcome, especially if after a really dark time they are given a good situation. And that's how I look at what has happened over the past while. Is I have been, for the past, since 2011, which would be 4 years, overcoming adversity after adversity after adversity, and it has made me a stronger and a better person through that, despite it sucking royally. And I guess what I want to say to all of you is there are bad times. There will always be bad times. But the more bad times there are when there are the good ones, you have become stronger and you have learned and you have grown. And you can take all of this bad and turn it and fuel your desire to keep going into something good. I think the best thing that I ever heard, or I ever had happen, was Darren Limbausen, who is my absolute idol. He was doing an Ask Me Anything on Reddit, and I said, what advice would you give to other content creators, or something like that, and he said, don't be afraid of failure, because there are better directors and stuff than me that I know who have quit. And I have failed more times than I can count. 99% of the time I just fail. But that 0.01% that I didn't fail was when I made Saw 2. And I know a lot of people don't like the Saw movies, but for him to say that, it made so much sense to me, because I have failed way more times. And not just in gaming. I have failed at bringing content to the channel. I have failed at my other channel. I failed at I failed at writing. I failed at everything I've done. I've at least failed at this once. I failed at being there for my friends. I failed at being a good friend. But from that failure, I am being better. I'm not allowing myself to make the same mistakes. You know. And it's liberating in a way that when he said that to me, he said that to me at a time when I needed to hear it most. And maybe somebody will watch this video and they'll need to hear it. And I'm glad that I can pass that on to you. But Darren Lynn Bousman is my absolute total idol. And between him and Emily Autumn is a bipolar lady who does amazing music and creates this amazing world in her songs about being mentally ill in an asylum, and how oh hey, look, I beat him. Being mentally ill and the stigma of the asylum and how people view people who are mentally ill. No, she's great. She's amazing. And Darren Bousman's amazing too, just because of all the adversity that he has overcome as a director. Hi Rose, it's nice to see you. But yeah, so this was a kind of a get real episode. Sorry, I didn't intend for things to go that way, but it happens. Wake up. Dragoon of the Red-Eye Dragon. I don't know how she magically activates this, Because no other person does this happen with, where she just magically activates them. Ah, go for it. You're burning up, Dart. Yeah, I know it's like 30 minutes. Sorry, guys. I need to let the cutscene play out. But I hope that you at least take something good away from this talk. I'll probably get a lot of flack because that's the way people are in regards to real shit like that. But yeah, you know. Rose! What happened? I saved your ass and now your ass is no longer grass. I know most of the time I'm very silly and stuff, and this was a kind of get real episode, but hopefully we will continue on next video we will continue on the train of stuff. It'll be an exploring video before another boss. So I will catch you guys next time. Bye!